Hey, friend, and here he is, Sky Up, your host for Hey, Friend.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Hey, friend. Hey, friend. I am your host, Sky Up, and we are here. We are excited about what's going on today, tonight. This is Black History Month. Again, this is not a month for us because we know our history. It's to teach other people about our Black history, our history, which is U.S. history, which is the world history, for real, for real. So, if there's anybody out there, tell me hello. Hey, Sia, how you doing, friend? What's going on? I was having some issues, still trying to figure out how to get into this other um, podcast uh, platform, but we'll work it out eventually. So I just want to go ahead and see how to actually come on and work that out for everybody. So again, grown and sexy. We are not talking about anything but being grown as a mature, and the sexy is like a chocolate piece of cake. I love chocolate cake, so I call it sexy. So that's where we're at with that. So just want to go ahead and see what's going on. So blessed and humbled, yes, for sure. I know that's right. Yeah, for sure. Let me go ahead and get these. Um, Go ahead and get these comments on here. There we go. Let's show our comments. And we are good to go. All right. All right. I feel like I'm really close to the screen tonight for some reason. So I'm going to back it up just a tad bit. All right. All right. So what's going on with y'all? How y'all doing? How's the week been? Um, we are going to talk about Black history. Anything Black history all month long. Anything Black history. Hey, friend, anything Black history. We, I have been looking at so much stuff on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, or X, and finding out that there's a lot of stuff that's coming to pass, a lot of stuff that is happening as far as Black history is concerned, and what that looks like, what that entails. I mean, there's so much going on with our world, our country, and we willing to share our Black history, to teach, and to stand. I mean, it is also to remind us where we come from and what we've done. I mean, what we've done as a people for this country, even though this country is not for us. So I'm just going to go stand on it 10 toes down tonight and see where we're at. So if anybody's got any comments, concerns about that, let me know. Let me know. Let's put it out there, and we can do what we need to do and go ahead and share that stuff. So I just want to make sure I can actually do this on. Yes, I can do it on that side. So, okay. Um, so we're talking about Black history. It's a Black History Month. Talk about what's on your mind for Black history. What does that look like for you? What does that mean to you? Hey, friend, come on in, have a sit down. I am Sky Up, your host for Hey, Friend podcast. We're on podcast season 2, episode 6. So, hey, Wanda, how you doing? Long time friends. You've been knowing me all my life. All my life, I had to fight. Anyway, talking about Black history and what that means to us as a people, as a community, as a city, as a country, as a world, especially here in the United States. How this country is not for us, but we built the country. We designed and created and discovered so much. We were here when Columbus came, and the name was changed to erase us, to make us feel inferior. So to make us put us under the bottom of the totem pole. But this was our land. I believe that. so many different cities across this country have been taken out, pretty much. Does anybody know of any? Just been taken out. I mean, been taken out by whatever reason. Hey, Chandra, taken out by whatever reason. I know I go to the Greenwood Experience in Tulsa. It's a ball that they have an event, and I go there and I perform. Can't see two step, and I go there and just enjoy. It's such a great celebration. And then we always go down to what's left as the Black Wall Street in Tulsa, and it's probably 3 blocks long now. But they tried to destroy that. Well, actually, they did destroy the Greenwood District in Tulsa, north part of Tulsa, and it was the government. I mean, that's known facts. Here in Topeka, they're fixing something. They're fixing something that they shouldn't have done in the first place. They moved, and they could have went around Mudtown, which is what 4th Street was called, where it was thriving Black businesses and so on and so forth in that area, down by the river, 4th all the way down to 1st, all the way to the river. There's a lot of stuff going on. I know my father was from New York, and he used to tell me, I used to love to go to Central Park, and and he told me about Seneca Village. That was a very thriving Black place, where it was a community. It was called Seneca Village. It was a Black community, and they pretty much ran them out, covered them up, killed them. There's a lot of people, apparently I heard, that's still there, bodies. They were covered up. There's lakes. There's lakes in this country that are covered up with Black cities, Black towns. So look it up. There's a lot of stuff that is part of history. And no matter what is done, because we are the original people, we still continue to thrive. We still continue to move. We still continue to change, make things happen, do something different, innovative. And it's been awesome. I mean, and so again, Black history is, like I tell people all the time, Black history is not for me. It's for me to teach you about who I am and who my people are. And that's just what I believe. I know that even them changing the month, there should be 13 months in 365 days, 28 days equal. But somebody wanted to change that because they were afraid of the unlucky numbers 13. So there's a lot of stuff. I've been listening to a lot of different things, then researching, then going deeper into my studies on different things as far as Black history is concerned. So what is yours? What is your thing? Your beef, it could be something that pisses you off, something that you want to share, something that you get excited about. I used to believe that Martin Luther King was assassinated in the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis. Then I found out that that's where he was shot, but he was actually murdered in the hospital. Research it. I'm not going to go back and forth with anybody. It's not a negative thing, but I'm just talking about Black history because that is a part of Black history. There's so much stuff that's going on. I just recently found out, if you really are watching things that are going on in our government right now, these Epstein files, Black history. I mean, there's people that that are being taken out of here because of these files, and it happened a long time ago. And one person in particular that we all know, especially if you're my age, is Michael Jackson. Neverland was to protect kids from predators, and it was flipped on him. Think about it. Check it out. Anyway, Black history. Black history. There's so much stuff that's, when you bury something, but you don't cut off the roots, eventually it'll grow through and they'll start bearing themselves. And when I tell you Black history is coming through what they tried to bury, and it's coming out and it's flourishing and it's up. It's showing itself to the sun because we are sun people. So um, I'm really excited about that. I'm getting ready to give me about 15 seconds, y'all. There is something I need to address right now. So just give me a moment. I will step away and I will be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Talk among yourselves. Okay. Give me a moment and I will be right back. I need to check on something right quick. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. I was a little bit longer, but anyway, hey, friend, welcome back. I just had to discuss something with my coaches before they left from Unity High Steppers coaches. So anyway, we're talking about Black history. What in Black history bothers you or inspires you to look into it deeper, or some Black history that we don't know that you want to share with us so we can actually understand your thoughts about it. I mean, Black history, there's all over. I mean, I used to think about Seneca Village in New York, Central Park, that's over it now. And then they always talk about the destruction and they never talk about the good side. So talking about the Tulsa massacres, the Tulsa Black Wall Street massacres. It's like, no, but let's talk about Greenwood experience. Greenwood, Black Wall Street. Okay, for real, for real. Good evening, Alina. Hey, friend. We're talking about Black history of any sort that you have a problem with. You want to vent, or something that you want to share with us that maybe we don't know. So on and so forth. I was talking about Topeka and 4th Street and the bridge. I mean, the highway that they're now refixing because they did it instead of bombing Topeka like they did Tulsa. They did urban renewal or whatever it's called and used that bridge to move people out, the Black community out that was thriving here in Topeka. Um, then I was talking about the Greenwood experience, Greenwood area. And then I was talking about Seneca Village in New York, which Central Park now is over. That's my great grandbaby, Yelly Bell. She had her shot today, so she's a little irritated. Oh, Yelly Bell. Bye bye. So that's what it is. So if there's anybody, you can put your comment up and we can talk about it. If you want to do a comment, if you want to come on, I can pull you on today. I'm still in StreamYard. They said I have until, I believe, the 15th, which is next week, to do until my money that I paid for runs out. So I've already canceled it. So I'm going to use it until, and all this is going to YouTube. So my YouTube channel. So I'll be able to save all these videos. But anyway, I'm going to use this money because it's a lot. So I'm going to go into Riverside. So anyway, I'll be able to do a link on Facebook so you can get on to Riverside. So, but anyway, what is some of the Black history that you know? Again, Black history is not for Black people. Most of the time, Black people know the history. Black History Month is for those who don't know history, our history, U.S. history, world history, Black history. Just like we don't know, in school, we didn't know about U.S. history, so that's why it was teaching us. We had to learn about that history. Well, most of the time when you hear U.S. history or world history or something, especially when you learn it in schools, you learn about all the negative stuff, man. Wars, Holocaust. I mean, just always negative, deep stuff. But I believe that Black History Month this year, for us as a people to come together and remembrance of our people that did so much for this country um, before they came and before they conquered, killed, murdered, all that, and we built this country, that country that doesn't even like us when it was our land in the beginning. That's me. That's my thought. Hey, friend. So, if there's something you want to talk to me about, hey, friend, who's all on? I'm trying to see if anybody else is on here. Let me know that you're here and just say hey to me so I know you're here. But anyway, so let's talk about it. What do you know about Black history that you want to share? Um, Anything. I mean, people don't understand that Topeka used to be a place where a lot of stars came to, Black stars, entertainers, um, especially to our nightclubs um, and to events. I remember when we used to have the Black Rodeo here, and people used to come from all over. Good evening, Richard King. How you doing, sir? So we were just talking about Black history and what I mean. It's not, and Black history is not just for Black people or African American people because it's part of history, and that's what sometimes we don't get. Hey, Sister Renee, how you doing? Hey, friend. I want people to understand, just like U.S. history, just like world history, just like Topeka history, Black history, Hispanic history, Indian history, every other type of history. If it was done in these United States, it's a part of U.S. history, and so sometimes we catalyze it for catalog it, excuse me, for in different sectors. But when you go back and look at Black history stuff, when you go back and research, when you go back and just look about just here in the United States, the patents, the things, if we took away everything that someone Black created, it would be a barren land, literally, literally. And I'm not talking about patents that people stole, patents that people improved, but just things that actually, I mean, first of all, most everybody would be dead because of heart attacks. I mean, first open heart surgery was a Black man. So stuff like that. Claudette, okay, here's one. Sister Alina has this one up. If you guys can't see it, I will pull it up so you can see it. But she says Claudette Cloven was the first Black woman to give up her seat on the bus, but she was not recognized because she was pregnant and it did not look the part. Whoa, that is mind boggling. Okay, stop. Wait a minute. I have never heard of this before. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's good history. That's good Black history because she was pregnant and she did not look the part. Okay, I'm going to send that to me. Please inbox me that name, Alina, so I can look that up because I like to research and things and see what that whole story was about. Giving up her seat on the bus, that's fine, but she wasn't recognized because she was pregnant. That is absolutely bananas to me. Okay, and then Marcy, hey friend, good evening. My sister and I were in the 1982. Yes, I remember. I remember that. That's the year we graduated from high school, from Highland Park. Go Scotsmen. We were Scotsmen then. We wasn't Scots. We were Scotsmen. Anyway, yes. So what else? What else? What else would you the stat? Oh my gosh! Yes, I heard this was going on. Marcy's saying the same thing. She's in Georgia. She's saying statues are being taken down all over the dirty South. Okay, that's Marcy. Are you talking about the statues of Black people or the statues of other people? And because I don't know if I should be say hey friend or hey friend. my humble face. Last week we was talking about what's your humble look like. Okay, Scotsmen, MEN, SCOTSMEN. Alina Ross. Ask somebody at Highland Park tomorrow. Actually, you can just look at some of the stuff on the thing. So, I know, right, Renee, Sister Renee, right. Hey, friend. I never knew that. How you supposed to look? Supposed to right? Exactly. How you supposed? You pregnant? She was pregnant. Just I mean, there's so much rich history. Just crazy to me that we have so much going on. I mean, how many of you have been part of some type of Black history here in Topeka? Okay, or do you know somebody, or actually lived in the moment with somebody? If anybody has been to the chocolate nutcracker, especially the first one in 2015, that's Black history for here in Topeka. Okay, it was a historical moment that we were able to bring the chocolate nutcracker Midwest production to here into Topeka. So part of Black history, part of Topeka's history. So excited about that. Anyway, you can say that. You can put that put that in your hat and smoke it or whatever they say. Okay. Alina's gonna come with some stuff. She's got another one. Also, Lily Mae Bradford, because she questioned the bus driver. Questionable. Okay, I'm gonna need you to send me all that stuff in my email. You know, we're gonna be on a field trip tomorrow, so but I'll look over that stuff because I like to learn a lot more. If you don't know, if you think you know it all, there's so much Black history that is still being uprooted. And what I mean by that, people try to bury stuff, but if you don't cut off the roots, remember the roots? Kunta Kinte. My name is Kunta. Um, if you don't cut off the roots and you throw dirt on top of it, it ain't gonna do nothing but grow. It's gonna come out, and a lot of it is coming out. I mean, as far as so much earlier, those that just came on, I was also talking about. Yeah, we have in the class with Miss Alina Wright because she knows her stuff. That's for sure. But I was reading something where Columbus called the people that was here down in Florida indigos or something like that, meaning Black people with dark skin, nappy hair, so on and so forth. And the actual Indians were actually put into the story so Black people wouldn't realize us that this was actually our land and we were here. And then I was always asking, I know there were some ships that came over from Africa with slaves. I get all that I believe is true. But the 10,000 ships, did they go back and forth or was it one? And are they in the sea? They're not in any museums. I mean, I've heard about the Ark and the Titanic, but I don't know about anything else. I mean, this is stuff I like to look and try to find out what's going on because I really don't know. You know, that's been put in our history books, or what has been, taught to us. Okay, what you better represent, Marcy. Represent your home city, because I've been schooling folks for years down here about Brown versus Board of Education. So, and that is, I mean, that's a whole lot. I mean, I don't even want to go on that because y'all, if you're from Topeka, you should know about that. If not, go on down and check it out. Down at the Monroe School, Brown versus Board Education historical site over there. So, but anyway, what else? I mean, there's so much. We always talk about the main characters, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Frederick Douglass, Louis Farrakhan. But what else? Let's go outside of those ones that they want us to know about and learn about. Those are the ones that are in history books. But what's some other ones that we can go school on? Hey, friend. Yeah. What else can we talk about? I'm driving, but that's true. Okay. Yes. Please make sure that you are. Okay. Go ahead and get ready for it tomorrow, Ross. I will. Yeah. See you in the morning. We have a field trip. We're taking some kids down to Emporia State University. I'm really excited about it. So, but yeah. Okay, hon. I mean, just think about it. Anybody else? Black history stuff. there's so much. I am so proud of being in the United States, born in the United States, born with this skin that I'm in. Um, even under these circumstances, like I tell my kids all the time, especially my young kings and the show up crew that I'm the sponsor over. I tell them all the time. I said, I'm old enough to remember the being called names and being spit at. I remember the race wars at Topeka High. I remember not wanting to go to East Topeka because kids getting stabbed. I mean, I remember hearing those stories when I was younger and at Belvoir, and then you're like, I don't want to go. Can I go to Holiday? Can I go somewhere else, Mama? I don't want to go to East Topeka, but I went anyway and had a blast. So glad I went to East Topeka and then went to Highland Park because I was in a district. Unfortunately, like nowadays they don't allow you to cross. I mean, they allow you to cross the lines most of the times. But anyway, so that's pretty much what we've been talking about. Hey, friend. Hey, Frida. So yeah, anything that you know that disturbs you about Black history or the lack of learning Black history. I mean, it's grown and sexy around here. There's no judgment. There's no negative stuff. You speak your truth and it is what it is. So that's what we do here at Hey Friend. So I am Sky Up, your host. So um, but what else? Is there anything else that you all would like to share? We have about 15 minutes or so. Anybody want to come on live? I can bring you on. I would love to bring you on if you would like to. I'm learning how to actually do a double thing. So I'm going to actually show you how if I had another guest with me. Oh, hold on. All right. Okay. That's not supposed to happen. Okay. Guess I can't do it. Woo! I guess I can't do that after all. I thought I was doing something real. Anyway, I was going to show you. I can see I got myself on at another camera, and I was going to show. And I was going to show. But I don't know how to do the sound yet. I didn't check it. So anyway, sorry about that. I'm just having fun over here. You know we have Negro on our birth certificates. I know I do. Whoa. Hey, friend. Hey, Jamie. Wow, I didn't know that. I was someone else was telling me about that. I would have to check. Um, I believe mine says Black. I think in 60. I don't remember now. I have to go and look because I really am not for sure. But I think mine says Black, but it could say Negro because it's been changed. And that's just to show you that when someone takes something that is given to them and grow, then it's changed. And if we grow, then it's changed. And we've been called 4 or 5 different things, from Negro to Black to colored to African American. So and each time it's to try to say that we don't have any roots, but we have plenty roots for sure. So now I'm going to look right. Renee, right? Hey, friend, right? So, but I mean that's part of Black history. That's part of our history. It is what it is. I mean, and we've got to deal with that because that's what has been on. Right. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it has because it's got me in disbelief. I wasn't expecting that for sure. I wasn't expecting that at all. So we're just talking about Black history. What's your experience with Black history? What's your side eye with Black history? Something that should be more that you shouldn't want. You want to learn. You've learning more stuff that you hear don't sound right, and stuff is being uncovered. Stuff is growing through the when you try to cover up dirt and you roots and the roots are there and the dirt, the flower still comes up, the weeds still come up, the information still comes up, and once it hits the sun, it shines brighter. All the stuff that I'm learning from Black history that I was not taught. I've heard about because my dad used to say things. There's a lot of things that are coming up that I'm listening to. Then there's stuff, some people just kind of say something, especially when they're on social media. And so I go and research and look for myself. I don't take anybody's word for solid, because word is not bond anymore. It used to be a long time ago. Handshake was good. It was like a contract, but now everybody wants to sue everybody. So everybody makes everybody sign stuff, which is cool. But I mean, Black history. I mean, what is that looking? What does that look for like for you? I'm grateful to be learning more. Um, I remember there was a list I had of about 150 Black inventors, and when I looked at all the stuff that was on there, I'm like, this is everything. And then when I look at who was on the earth, or what the history of things that were happening with humans, with beings on this planet, and how all of a sudden another race comes on. It's like it's a brand new race, but because other races have been here a while, it's like they were taken over, and they did pretty much. I mean, that's what I was taught. But I look back and looked over some things. I'm like, wow, they didn't come up until this time. But we hear what we are here where we're at, and the survival mode is still on. You can't kill something that was originally here from the beginning. It's not going to happen. So you may kill some of the leaves and branches and trunks, but the root is always going to be connected to the very beginning. So anyway, what is your Black history moments? I was telling earlier, if you wasn't on, that I did some Black history things with the chocolate nutcracker historically in 2015. Now it's been 10 years, and we're really excited about that. So that was a feat, and I can say that, for somebody it may not be big, to some people around here, but it was big to me. It was big to the people that were around. So I'm so excited that I can say that I did something, a little bit for something for Topeka and Black history. Okay, Renee, you said what? Black history is worth and means more than just to barely be recognized for a month. For Black History Month is every day. Yes, yes. Black history is every day. I mean, it's 365. So Black History Month for me, Renee, is teaching others about Black history, Negro history, colored history, African American history. It's a time for us to teach others who we are, uh, what we've done. That's how I look at it. Yes, we celebrate. Yes, we take this the month that's only the true month. I believe in all the months, because I think there should be 13 months. It should be 28 days for each month. Then I think we should kick back and start April, being the first month of the year, because that's when spring really starts. And then it will put all the other things in place, like September, October, November, December, which is all 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But anyway, that's just me. But some people are afraid of different things like 13 and black cats and all that superstition. But when you've been, never mind. I'm not going to even say that. Happy thoughts. Hey, friend. So yeah, but Black history is every day. And Black History Month is just to remember for us, remember, celebrate, and then teach others that are not African American, that are not Black, that are not colored. Um, so, so I seen somebody said, Wanda said something. Let me pull it up. You did a fantastic job, and I look forward each year for the Chocolate Curve production, especially when your hat includes. Oh, bless your heart. Yes. Um, I I started that when we got here at Rice Community Center. When we partnered with Parks and Recs and got here in 2019. I had been doing the chocolate nutcracker. We've been practicing all over the city at different churches and basements and different places. Hillcrest is where we started at. And then when I got over in 2019, my mother was coming here. So I got with Daryl Stewart at that time, and he got me in here, got approved by the commissioners, Parks and Rec commissioner, Shawnee County commissioners, unanimously, and we got here in 2019. So we've been here for now 7 years, coming up in the 1st of July. I'm sorry, 1st of July. So they used to always come in, especially when we had practices early, Wanda, and they would look, and I'd be like, you know what? They say the fun never ends here. That's their slogan. So I was like, let me see if I can put them in and make it. And they have been stars ever since. Hey, divas. They have just been divas, all of them. And I love them each so much. Some of them have made their transitions that have been hard, but it's been a blast. I'm looking forward to 2026 with me producing and marketing and getting out there on my feet and getting some money in here and trying to figure out who's going to direct this show. I'm so excited about it. But we do have Say What Say Wiz coming up. I'm going to do my last show that I will be doing on stage. As far as the dance production is concerned, I got some other things I want to do. So anyway, so yeah, but thank you so very much, Wanda. I really appreciate that. It means a lot coming from you. You being part of my village. So let me see. I see something else here. I understand, but it's not talked about or discussed like that regularly, but just have to keep going and sharing it. Like, yes, exactly. And that's everything. That's everything. That's everything. And I tell my young people all the time, I talk to them, and people say, you talk so much. I said, yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that's been talked to me. There's been a lot of stuff that people have talked to me. Most of them have made their transitions, be it my family or my village. Some of them are still here, but I remember sitting at the feet of great men, especially when I was at Antioch. I was one of the directors at the time. And these older men, after practice would sit down and I would just sit, listen. I would no longer become, the choir director. I would just sit down and listen to them to talk. And I learned so much. And even before that, being at Lane Chapel, listening to some of the men there, some of the mothers there. He listened to that old wisdom that now I'm trying to share. So much that I've learned in every parts of my life that I try to give back and give out. I tell people all the time I want to live full so I can die empty, and that's exactly what I mean. God gave me so many things inside of me, and I want to be able to get everything out, give it out, and then when it's time for me to go, I want it to be empty. So God, everything you gave me, I use for your glory. That's because he's been good like that to me. So yeah, keep going, sharing, learning, grinding, discussing on a regular. That's something that we don't do a lot more at Renee's, that we don't talk to our young people. There's generational gaps, like not just from mother, son, but I'm talking about from great grandparent or grandparent to child, because now grandparents have to raise their grandchildren. It becomes harder on them, so they don't really get a chance to sit down and talk to them, because now the kids are looking at them like a parent, and they already don't trust parents. That's just how it was. We didn't disrespect our parents, but I would always feel a mama, especially when she got them orange Hot Wheels tracks. That's another story, though. Anyway, all right. Yeah, they all divas, right? Exactly, Chandra. They're all divas. And then Marcy says again, I'm so proud of the Black Nutcracker. I was clapping so loud, showed my bestie the video I saw on Facebook. I told everyone that would listen that Steve Massey's in Topeka doing a thing. Bless your heart, cousin. You know I love you. You know we used to do our thing when we was at East Topeka, so girl, you helped push that creative part of me out. So I thank you for all of that. I thank you for your words. I really do. I thank each and every one of you all. We are now at 9:15. I started about 5 minutes late, so I'm going to go into about 5 more minutes. But anyway, I thank you all for coming on, for sharing, for talking, for all of that. But think about Black History. Think about we are in our Black History Month. This is our first week. We have 4 weeks. And in those 4 weeks, we've got 4 Sundays, 4 Mondays, 4 Tuesdays, 4 Wednesdays, 4 Thursdays, 4 Fridays, and 4 Saturdays. You won't see that again for another 823 years. Will you be around? I won't. So, yes, I'm gonna answer this question. When I said, Steve, do you feel we lost the village that you and I was brought up on? Yes. And I'm not for sure exactly. Actually, I know for sure exactly. The same systematic entity that changed a lot of stuff to say that it was Indians here and not us, that said that we are 3/5 of a man, that put us on the bottom when we built on top, who said long time ago, who pulled parents and kids away from each other, the same entity that demasculinized our men on plantations. It's happened with jailing, with more time in prison or jail time than our other counterparts because of the color of our skin. And the mentality that was brought into our village, where it's saying, I got mine, you get yours. The same type of Judas mentality of kissing the brother so they can kill him, but you got your coins. The same type of mentality, the entity of separating the family. We were family. They learned how to pit us against each other by putting drugs in our community, alcohol in our community, guns in our community. Where have you seen any of those factories in our community? So how do they get there? It's the same entity that's been doing this for a long time to try to keep us down. But again, we continue to grow up and grow through. Because I believe if the village we had 50 years ago was still intact, education would be so much different. It would look so much different. Respect would look so much different. Talking back, making sure things are in line. Black businesses legitly more powerful. The black dollar would stay in the community a lot more. So I believe that village is not the same. Life is not the same. We have more things like this, social media platforms that came into play. And sometimes we use them differently. You know, everybody wants to get that bag, but that same bag can make it turn into a body bag. I mean, it may feel good at one time, but it's not always going to be like that because you can't take none of that with you. So many people ask me, well, you do so much, you do so much, you do so much. When do you get tired? I get tired all the time. I get frustrated about the gifts that God gave me. Not that He gave them to me, but that because I have to use them, and I have to use them with people who are disrespectful, who don't believe in the gift, who wants to use the gift. The list goes on and on and on. But I still do it because He gave them to me, and I know that. But because that's the way the village taught me, Wanda. So that's what I'm trying to do with kids here at It Takes a Village at Highland Park High School, in their community. I talk to kids at Walmart all the time, encourage them, because sometimes, unfortunately, their village is not as strong or not there at all. Have many holes in it. Not saying that my village was rich. I mean, I was raised by a single mother. Y'all know my little short mama. She did the best she could with 2 kids in Pine Ridge. But we always had people over. I mean, it was always people over our house. And I'm like, wow. And so that's why I'm always around different people. And people say, you always have a certain group of friends over here. Then when I turn around, I said, this different. I said, God does that for a reason. I can't be around people that don't appreciate the love that's there. There's people that stay, and there's people that go. There's seasonal, and then there's long lifetime. And I've learned who's who. But that's a part of that black village, that's part of my black history, Wanda. So, but yeah, I believe we lost that village. Or not lost it, I take that back. I believe it was just covered up, and eventually it's going to grow back. I'll put it like that. Because everything that the entity has covered up, shoved to the side, try to bury, it always rises through, and things are coming to the light, the sunlight. That when the flowers go up, it turns towards the sun, and that's what His people is doing, turning towards the sun. So, anyway, you said that's deep. I'm not for sure if you're talking about Sharon. I probably said a whole bunch. Okay. She just had a whole book going on. Okay. Let me see. First, Marcy said, Marcy said, President Day is this month, and I can't wait to hear folks' view on that. Yeah. Well, the very first president before these United States was a black man. So I looked that up. I'm not talking about Obama either. So, but anyway, they won't tell that story. Okay. Juana says, we were raised at Lane Chapel, and back then the black churches and families worked together, not against each other. I know as a 16-year-old mother, I had more neighbors, church members, etc., who said, you will be a good mother. Keep God first. Your neighborhood, your next door neighbor was your family. I started Lane Chapel. I had so many mothers, and your mother was the one. I try to do the same. I'm where I'm at because of our village. Okay. I have to tell this. I was your babysitter. Yes, you were my babysitter. You not tell everybody that Carol Williams was my babysitter. She's only 2 weeks and a half, 2 weeks older than me. But yeah, Wanda was my babysitter. She's part of my village, and that's really cool um, to hear you say that, because Lane Chapel is where I was raised, and yes, black churches were together, families was together. I mean, I remember we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have beepers, we didn't have call waiting, none of that stuff. But we knew when to be in the house, and we always had somebody looking from one out that door. Okay, mom would be like, get on the phone. Okay, yeah, he just walked in the door. I'm like, I just walked in the door. Who look who? And I would dare not say. Now kids be like, who told you I was walking out the street? No, because it would have been on and popping my butt. So anyway, thank you all. It's about time for me to get up out of here. I got some stuff to do for Mama. But again, thank you all for coming to Hey Friend Podcast. I am Sky Up. I am your host. And remember, to each and every one of you, I wish you enough. I wish you enough peace, power, prosperity to get through, to get over, and to get around anything that God allows you to do and that life throws at you. We have so much to be thankful for. We have so much to learn, to study, to teach about Black history. And so we're going to have another topic about Black history, but it's actually going to be on something specific. I'll have a little bit more details in that. I will try to put that up before we come into the podcast. So meet me here again next Thursday at 8:30. It will be our 7th episode. We're really excited that it's our our second episode, no, our second season 7th episode. I'm tired. I can tell. So anyway, I got a field trip tomorrow with the Highland Park boys. I'm excited about that. So yeah. See you next week, Marcy. I hope everybody else comes back. Hey, friend, God bless you. I love you. I wish you enough of everything you need. Grace, finances, health, wealth. Keep praying for me. Special prayer for me, just to keep me covered. Because I don't know, this is not my norm. This is really out the box for me, but I've been doing it since September of 25, and I don't have the hang to it yet. But I'm just enjoying being in this space that God has me in. So keep me covered. That God will continue to use this platform for whatever He wants to see fit. Where we talk about anything and everything, as long as it's not negative or hurting somebody, or coming at me left, we're good. But growing sex is just that maturity is grown, and chocolate cake is sexy. So anything that's good, anything that's positive is sexy to me. So anyway, love each and every one of you. Again, thank you all for coming to Hey Friend. So hey friend, for now, see you next week. God bless you. Love you, and good night. We are out.